Good day, kids. I hope you all are doing good and safe at home. This is teacher Madhura with something very new and very interesting today. This is not just a lesson from the textbook, but this is a lesson to learn for lifetime till we grow up and never forget it. Let's begin with a story. Once, there was a baby elephant called Appu. Here is Appu. Appu was a very naughty baby elephant. He always troubled people who came across him in the forest. He troubled the flowers. He tried to stamp the smaller animals than him. He always troubled his friends while they were playing and called out silly names at them. He always troubled people on the riverside by throwing water on them. But do you think whatever Appu was doing right? Let's see further what happens then. His parents were very worried about him. They didn't understand what to do. They always tried to speak about it. But Appu never came across. So they were praying very hard. They didn't understand what to do. Besides praying, they had nothing to do. And at last, God heard to their prayers. And God sent a fairy and told the fairy to teach a good lesson to Appu. And the fairy came down. But if the fairy had gone directly, Appu wouldn't listen to her. It had to be a lesson. So the fairy turned herself into an old lady. As usual, Appu had begun his mischiefs. He tried to trouble the flowers, stamp the animals, trouble his friends, throw water by the riverside people. So, suddenly as he was walking to the river, he found the old lady standing up in front of him. The old lady called out to Appu, "Hey Appu, can you please help me with a bucket of water?" Appu got very annoyed with that. He said, "You old woman, what do you think of yourself? You think I am your servant to help you with a bucket of water? I am the king of the jungle. I can trouble anyone." When the old woman heard this, she became very angry. She cursed Appu and said, "From now on, Appu, if you give any rude word to anyone or do any wrong to anyone, you will be punished with an ugly wound on your body." Saying so, the old woman disappeared. Appu felt sad, but then soon he forgot about it. Let's see what Appu did next. As usual, Appu woke up and went out on his trail to trouble people. As soon as he reached the flowers, he tried to spoil them and stamp them. As he reached the flowers, he saw red ants coming out. And when he tried to spoil the flowers, those red ants went and bit its trunk, and Appu was wounded. He was hurt, but though he was hurt, he was not ready to take it up. He went and tried to bully a porcupine. The porcupine got very angry and released its quill. So the quill went and hit Appu's head, and Appu's head was injured badly, leaving a wound on it. In pain, yet not ready to accept his mistake, Appu decided to go and trouble his friends. That was the best option, he thought. He saw his friends playing with a ball and decided to trouble them. His friends got angry. One of his friends hit a ball on Appu's head. Again, poor Appu was hurt. His head was aching so badly. Then Appu got very disappointed and started walking for the river. As soon as he reached the riverside, people started throwing stones on him. He ran away from there. Poor little Appu. Appu was in pain, very sad, and he went home. As soon as he reached home, he went inside his house and was sitting alone. Appu's parents saw him and got very worried. They wanted to speak to him, but he wouldn't listen. But then something had to be done. Appu's father decided to speak to him, and he went to Appu. As soon as Appu saw him, he said, "Daddy, please leave me alone. I don't want to talk to anybody now." As soon as Appu said, "Please," one of his wounds disappeared. Appu then realized what had to be done next and what he had been doing all this while. He thought for the entire night, and he realized that he was wrong throughout and he had to be a good boy again. The next day morning, Appu woke up and went and said sorry to the flowers, the other animals, and everyone he troubled around, like his friends and the people on the riverside. As soon as he said sorry to everyone, all his wounds disappeared. And then Appu realized that it was the beginning of a new life for him, and a new lesson was taught to him, that was to be polite to everyone and good to everyone. Now my question to you is, do you think what Appu did was right by troubling people? Definitely no. Whatever Appu did previously by troubling people was very wrong. But then he realized and decided to change his life. And then he became a good boy again. Okay. So being polite is a good thing, and troubling others is a bad thing. Today we are going to learn what is very important is a good manners. Whatever we speak towards others and whatever our behavior is towards others shows our good manners. Now, good manners are very important. If we don't show good manners, people will call us bad children. Okay, now let's learn the importance of golden words. These golden words bring about the magic in our good manners. The golden words are sorry, please, excuse me, thank you, and welcome. Now, when we shall use these golden words? We shall use these golden words when situations arrive, such as sorry. We shall say sorry when we hurt someone or we do something wrong. We shall say thank you when someone gives us something, and say welcome when someone says thank you. Say excuse me when you want to sneeze and you want to leave. Say please when you need something to be done for you, or if you want to take some permission. Now, these golden words you shall never forget. Let us also see some other good manners we shall follow at home, in school, and around. We must always take care of our elders. Wish them regularly. Do not hurt them. Say, pardon me if you have heard something wrong on the phone. What about when we go to a park or a zoo? Shall we just roam around and trouble people? Wrong. We must always be good-mannered and well-behaved at park or in zoos. Never trouble or tease the animals in the zoo. We must always help others in cleaning. Keep our surrounding clean. Walk in a line when you enter the bus. Help the elders if they are in any difficulty. Here are some good manners we shall follow in the school. When we are in the class, we shall always stand up and wish the teacher, whether it is good day or good morning. We must always be quiet in the class. Pay attention to the teacher when she is teaching. We must always walk in a line when we are going for assembly or our sports class. We must always ask for permission if we want to go out of the class. So don't you forget what you have to do in the school. Okay. Let's once again repeat all the good manners. We must say sorry when we hurt someone or when we do something wrong. We must say thank you when someone gives us something. We must say welcome when someone says thank you. Do not tease the animals at the zoo. When we are in the school, do not forget to wish the teacher. We must not talk in the class. And always walk in line when we go for sports class or assembly. Always use a towel while sneezing and do not forget to say excuse me. We must not bully our friends but be together. Always keep our surrounding clean. Help elders when we are at home. Always walk in line while entering the bus and do not push each other. Say pardon me when we are talking on the phone. And don't forget to ask for permission when you enter the class. Now let's do an activity. Let's classify the following actions into good manners and bad manners. First one, we can see a boy throwing the banana peel into the dustbin. Do you think it's a bad manners? Of course not. It's a good manners. So we put it under good manners. And the boy who throws the banana peel outside goes under bad manners. Now, sneezing, the boy is sneezing with a towel. I think it goes under bad manners, bad manners. It goes under good manners. And the one who sneezes outside without the towel goes under bad manners. When we are at school, do you think we shall tease our friends? Of course not. We must never bully them. So, bullying will go under bad manners. And being together to be friends with everyone comes under good manners. And the last one, what do you think? We shall push one another when we enter the bus? Of course not. We must always walk in a queue. So that comes under good manners. And here we are done with the activity of good manners and bad manners. Thank you children for watching this video. And please be at home and stay safe.
When you see something you want, remember what to say. Here it comes, the magic word, you can use it every day. Please, please, please. Yes, this is the magic word, start using it today. Here it comes, the magic word, you can use it every day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, this is the magic word, start using it today. When we make a mistake, remember what to say. Here it comes, the magic word, you can use it every day. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yes, this is the magic word, start using it today. When you sneeze, achoo, cough or yawn. When you sneeze, cough or yawn, remember what to say. Here it comes, the magic word, you can use it every day. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yes, this is the magic word, start using it